Boy, oh boy, oh boy, friends, hello, we are back, second day in, Thursday. Fed news continues to make the market trickle down, a little bit of a rebound this morning, then the market continued to sell off, even crypto market having an effect right now. So listen, I mean, this is the thing I was talking about a while ago when people were calling me crazy and, you know, paranoid and all that kind of stuff and, you know, sending me nice comments. We talked about this, that the last 2 weeks in the market here, we would more than likely see a trickle down with what's happened here with, you know, when the Feds would be talking, they've talked, you know. And the thing is, even with the Feds talking and Jerome Powell talking, like, I mean, it wasn't what, like, it just essentially he was like, hey, we're not going to throw out as much money as we have been. We're going to pull it back just a little bit. But, you know, Jerome Powell said in the meeting, like, hey, we're expecting a huge, amazing year 2025. And the American, you know, market is just unbelievable. It's just, you know, it's what it's doing. It's amazing. So take the good more than really the bad. I mean, there wasn't really that much bad news, but essentially the market priced in really heavily, okay? And we've seen pullback, okay? But still, we're still very heavy into some really good numbers here. And honestly, I really do think you need to look at this as opportunity more than like, oh my God, like freaking out. Because you need to know what's coming, okay? If you've been in the market, then you're looking at this and you're going like, this is pure opportunity. This is why I keep capital on hand, cash where I can get to it, so I can jump. Like, I bought SoFi today. I bought more SoFi today. And I wasn't expecting to do that, but SoFi fell so hard. I was like, I don't know if it's going to sustain these numbers. It may fall more. It might go to 14, but it could go worse. Who knows? I expect more sell-off here going further towards the end of the month here. But January's coming. So with that, Fed's talked. We know that. I don't want to talk about it too much more because I just talked about it yesterday. I think everyone's up to date with what happened. Rate cuts. They're going to do rate cuts, not as many as they wanted. You know, inflation going back up. Job reports, like blah blah blah. We know. Same old, same old. With that, you know, two big stocks that I haven't really talked about a whole lot here, but, you know, I've been focusing more of my attention on SoundHound, and SoundHound now is out of control, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. But, you know, big stocks for 2025, obviously, D-Wave here, that's a stock that's growing very fast. A lot of you have commented and wanted me to talk about that. I'll talk about that stock more, but that's something that is getting a lot of attention, and you should pay attention to that stock right there. You know, quantum computing is becoming huge right now, and then you have quantum computing right here, but anyway, that AI circuit, it's really getting a lot of attention right now, so pay attention to those stocks. I'm not telling you to put money into them. I'm just telling you, like, hey, these are things that could have a big year here in 2025, and I would put at the top of your wish list what you're paying attention to here. You know, if you have, like, I'm really getting something new, I'm looking for something that, you know, a little different in the AI sector and something that has huge potential, pay attention to those. Do your own due diligence, but check those out. And those are something that I really think could be very special here in 2025. So talking about that, let's go right into SoundHound real fast. Talk about SoundHound. The thing about SoundHound here, SoundHound has grabbed a wave of investors by hype, by excitement, by news that's been coming out. And the question right now, you know, oh my God, even with this sell-off in the market right now, SoundHound, the bottom that it's found at this point, you know, what is the sell-off is the obvious question here, but it's still almost at $19. Even now, we're still at almost $19. 2 weeks ago, if you would have told me SoundHound was going to find a settle spot at, you know, 18 plus, 19, almost $19, you know, I would have been like, I don't know about that. That's a bit crazy. That's where we're at right now. So listen, there's something going on more here with SoundHound than just, like, you know, as every article is wanting to make it out to be, that it's turned into a meme stock. Meme stocks can still do well and use that as a lift, a boost. Okay. And that could be essentially what we're watching here with SoundHound. I still stand on what I've said about SoundHound, that obviously I think I was saying this months ago. You can track me back saying this. If you've been here, you've heard me yap about this. I still think SoundHound is the dark horse of 2025. It's coming up out of the shadows, and it is going to really shock a lot of people here. What they specialize in, and they're so far ahead in what they do. Okay, they have other AI companies reaching out to them. Okay, they have huge contracts that they keep getting. And SoundHound is but one big, enormous contract away from getting, a lot of eyes on it, okay? So with that, you have a large group of investors that are looking for new opportunities in the AI market, and they're looking for things that haven't exploded yet, things that haven't taken off yet. So with that, SoundHound here, the past month and a half, it's been a perfect example of that because it's grabbed a lot of attention. It's ran, I don't think, when was that? Just back here at the beginning of December, the end of November, SoundHound hit $9, and we were like, whoa, SoundHound's at $9, $10. Like, whoa, this is what we're talking about. Okay, we knew these numbers were coming. They're here. This is fantastic. Before Thanksgiving, a week or two before Thanksgiving, SoundHound was still at $5 to $7, and those were kind of big numbers compared to where we had been. Now SoundHound is at this $18, $19. Okay, of course this is where I'm thinking we might see some sell-off in SoundHound, okay? And I say that because I know a lot of us, some people sold at different bumps. I'm going to be honest with you. I have two different positions with SoundHound. I have a position in SoundHound at like $3 and some change, something there. And then I had another one at like $5. I sold out of the $5 one. Okay, I sold out of there around like 14, 15, somewhere around there. And I've been waiting. I've been holding that over there. But I know a lot of you have been doing that, and you've been watching and waiting here, and you've been like, what is SoundHound going to do here? What are we going to get back to here? Now, this is the moment. This is the opportunity. Listen, the reason why I said that on the thumbnail, where are you going to make your mark here? Where are you going to jump in? I really do mean that right now. Where are you going to make your move here with all these stocks? This right here, these next 2 weeks in the market, as we probably will continue to see some sell-off, to see some boredom in the market, don't look at this as like, oh my god, I need to sell. These aren't bad companies. These aren't bad stocks that you're in right now. Everything we're talking about. This is literally the setup for the home run, okay? This could be a moment right now that defines you going into 2025. Really look at it that way, where you have these stocks right now that are on sale, okay? Now, the only one that I'm having trouble really calling here, I'm going to be completely honest with you, is SoundHound. Because to me, and I'm drinking the juice on SoundHound, I am the cheerleader, I am rooting for SoundHound here. SoundHound is my child. I am rooting for it. But I do want to say this. I suspect pullback here on SoundHound, okay? A little more pullback. I expect maybe that SoundHound could find, a pullback here to $15 to $14. I think a lot of us, I would find more yeses in applause there that people want that, okay? Due to the fact of a lot of people have sold out and they're wanting to get back in low. Okay, I think that's from what I'm seeing in comments, chat rooms. I think that's a lot of what's going on out there. Now, that doesn't mean that's game over for SoundHound. SoundHound it's going to be a really, really big company in 2025. It is going to be a force to reckon with here in the AI sector. It's going to make its mark here in 2025. No doubt about that. It's already projected to do really well, okay? And they keep coming out with deals here. So with that, SoundHound, that's a solid thing that's going to happen here for you as an investor, okay? We can expect that. Now, with that, what is the bottom here with SoundHound? Is 18 it? This is the second, worst day in the market with sell-off, and the sell-off, a lot of it came later in the day. But, listen, I say that there's going to be sell-off in the next 2 weeks in the market, but the market has proved a lot of people wrong, including me here, and the market could just go, you know what, we had some sell-off, we're gonna start this pony back up, because we know, regardless, when January comes here, don't kid yourself. It's not going to be far into January where these things, they're going to start going right back up. They're going to start moving right back up, okay? Don't be naive to what's about to happen, okay? And I say that as a friend. I say that as a fellow investor, that I want everyone to make money and win here. I would be careful how late you're waiting to buy into a lot of these things, okay? I think 2025 will be a very volatile year in the market, but it will be a very lucrative year in the market where there will be heavy push, some pullback, but heavy push. Okay, that's what we're all expecting here. Just to talk about SoFi for a split second here. Yeah, I did buy SoFi again today, and SoFi, this is something very important to see here. SoFi right now, just this week, Tuesday, the 17th here, it hit an all-time high. Well, all-time high for, a long time ago for where it's been. But with the new SoFi kind of run here, it hit that $17 and some change here, 17.11. And now we're back down to 15 and 3 cents. So what did I do today? I think I saw a lot of people commenting. I know 2 friends of mine called me today and they said, do you think I should buy SoFi? And they did. Because I told them I did. Not that you should, but I'm just telling you, this is what I moved on it. Listen, I'm in SoFi for the long run. So I am expecting 6 months from now, SoFi to be in a good market, to be in a good place, to have a few more quarterlies out here that are going to be booming, popping here. Customer ratio going completely up more. Deals that we don't even know about yet coming out, partnerships. And I'm expecting SoFi to be somewhere around $20, $25. So when I see SoFi 5 fall down to $15, I go, there's my move. I'm making a move on that right now. I'm making a move. Even if it goes to 14, I'm still making a move on it easily. So, but here's what I want to say. Trump is getting inaugurated the 20th. 21st, market opens back up. 27th, January, here, weeks away. SoFi here will have their last earnings to wrap up 2024. They will probably be amazing. They will probably be bigger than the last ones. And those will probably be the numbers right there to shoot SoFi into at least a $19 to $21 range. That's probably more likely what is going to happen. I would highly suspect, okay? We'll at least be at an $18 range at that point, I would imagine, okay? So with that, like this is literally the whole video. Opportunity, okay? Listen, you don't buy stocks when this crap is crazy high. Sometimes you have to, but when you see days like this where it's a bloodbath, this is when you want to walk in. This is when you went, I'll take that, and then you sit back and relax, okay? This is the moment. Okay, so that's, I don't want to talk more about SoFi because I've talked so much about SoFi, and I know people are tired of me talking about that. Next thing, obviously, Palantir. Okay, listen, big news with Palantir today. Friends, the majority, I don't get to everyone's comments. Sorry, I had some popcorn. I don't get to everyone's comments. I probably get, God knows how many comments I get on a daily basis with YouTube channels, TikTok. But I do see some every now and then, and I see certain ones, and there's always Palantir haters, and I'm unsure. I don't know why. I really don't know. I don't know how much more Palantir has to do to prove to people that it's just good. It's just gonna work. It's working. It's been working. It's gonna continue to work. Okay? It's got everything. It's got all the right buttons, all the right smells, aromas, you name it. It is the perfect thing it can possibly be. There's nothing better right now. It is a beautiful. There's nothing better, okay? For the price of what this is going to be, for what you're buying it right now at, to where it's going to be in the future, okay? This is perfect. Today, once again, literally, I swear I'm not a psychic. We were just talking about this. What did we just talk about? Palantir already has Army contracts, okay? They're friends with the Trump administration now, not to mention the administration that's in there. They just signed a bigger deal for 4 years, okay? Almost $1 billion. Almost $1 billion deal here. That's money on top of already big money for the next 4 years guaranteed, okay? And it's just compounding at this point. It's just compounding, okay? Not to mention, they're going into the NASDAQ 100 here. Friends, I don't know why people are still not understanding what's happening here with Palantir. I still don't know why they're saying that Palantir is going to $50 to $40. I don't know how much more a company has to prove to people to say, like, hey, Palantir is going to 80, it's going to 90, it's going to 100. And more than likely, By this time next year, it could be a $200 stock. Do not kid yourself about that situation, because the more these big contracts they pick up like this, what does that do? It makes an aroma in the air where other companies go, well, they just got maybe we should work with that company. They just got that big contract. Let's check them out. This is how this stuff keeps progressing, okay? And that's why when companies really start to grow, they get bigger and bigger. This is why they just continue to get bigger. I mean, it's simple as that. I mean, it's just, 1, 2, 3. And this is why I've been having the conversation about BBAI, Big Bear AI. Big Bear AI is still a very risky play, but it has a lot of, for as cheap as it is right now, it has a lot of potential into the future, okay? And that's why, with them having those government contracts, it does lead you to suspect they could get some bigger ones. They could get some bigger contracts that are maybe not government. But, things just compound, push up the market cap. So with that, I just have faith that sometimes the water's just good and you drink it. It's just pure, it's fresh, and it's good for you. Palantir is that situation, okay? If you think Palantir is expensive now, we're going to talk again in 2025, December, okay? And my God, you are going to wish that you were buying Palantir at $70, okay? You're going to think back that when you could have bought Palantir at 80, 90, $100. That's the reality of what is coming here, okay? Palantir almost hit $80 just this week. It's going to $80 here within days. It's going. And then it's going to 90. Then it's going to 100 probably by inauguration here. That is probably happening. Not to mention, I would even suspect that we're going to see another big deal with them here, okay? It is making all the money right now. It's making all the money. Within a few years, maybe even sooner, I would be willing to make a bet within 2 years, Palantir could be talking about a stock split. And if you're able to just shove capital in that stock right now and you can afford it, there's no telling what that could turn out to be for you in 5 years. Okay? Hold it, split it, compounds more, still put more in, make another position, add to the position, whatever you do. You're talking about people's retirement funds, okay? Think about it that way. Whether you can put $5 in, $100 in, okay? I'm being realistic here. I'm not talking to people, I'm being realistic, okay? Not everyone has $1,000 just to put in the market every week. Some of us have $5, we have $50, we have $100, we have $200, we have $500. Some of us, maybe $1,000. That's good. But as we go maybe into these uncharted waters in 2025, getting into there, just like we're in 2025 here, put your money in smart places, okay? Put your money in companies that are doing well and that are holding up the market, essentially. That's the conversation right there with Big Bear AI. That's why I've been so hard on Big Bear AI, where I've said, yes, I've made a position in that. I cannot guarantee anyone's safety in that stock. I can't guarantee your safety in any of these stocks, but especially that one. That is one where I'm just like, I'm like, if I lose it, I lose it. If not, it turns out to be a really good situation. Okay. So friends, like I said, quantum computing, D-Wave, quantum here, those are things that you need to look at. Well, I'll talk about those more, but those are stocks that are obviously getting a lot of attention. Those are going to probably be some pretty big plays here in 2025 as well. I think it's almost like, I almost feel like this is like, I don't know if some of you were in the market then, but when EVs and green initiative were really big in the market here years back, it was almost like anything to do with EVs or green initiative companies, maybe even some that weren't doing that well in balance sheets, were just running. They were just, it was FOMO in there. It was just running. I really think that's what we're about to go into with AI and tech. I think tech is just about to go ballistic. And that's kind of my argument too, once again with Big Bear AI, with it being so cheap that you might just make money off the FOMO going into 2025. And that's kind of what I feel like we're seeing right now. But that is a dangerous play. But listen, what we've talked about, SoundHound, like I said, I'm looking for where SoundHound's going to land here, okay? SoundHound, what I'm waiting for, honestly, I'm waiting for these next quarterlies with SoundHound. That's what I'm waiting for to wrap up the year. That's what I want to see, what's going on here. Did they pay off? How much more debt did they pay off? How much more money did they bring in? And do we look like we're going to be doubling revenue here in 2025? That's that conversation. So, but honestly, I would tell you this right now, and then I'll shut up. If SoundHound does fall back to $12 to $10, I know that's a lot. I know that's a lot. Okay, but I want to be realistic about how worse the market could sell off here. Okay, I will jump back in. In my other portfolio. I might hold it another portfolio, but another portfolio where I sold out. I will jump back in. Okay, I will jump back in 100%. So I will be honest with you about that. But I'm watching here. I'm watching. I don't trust it. I don't trust SoundHound right now because it's been such a massive push. Now I could be absolutely wrong about this, and SoundHound could say, "Hey, we're gonna keep running here. We're gonna keep moving," and I'm okay with that. So we'll see what happens. Friends, I wish all of you the best of luck. It's almost Christmas. I hope everyone's got their Christmas presents bought, and I've got to put a drum set together Christmas night. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. God, give me some pointers. Friends, take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon, and best of luck out there. We can wrap up this week and make some good decisions. Bye, everyone.